It's like Christmas, people. October 22nd, a Tuesday. Ladies and gentlemen, the NBA is back. The regular season started today, and I couldn't be happier. It really is like Christmas for me, bro. Every single year, we get basketball back. Basketball really is I eat, sleep, and breathe basketball. It's like truly my passion. If passion was it's basketball. Basketball is Let me stop, bro. Celtics versus Knicks. Lakers versus Timberwolves. The opening games. I watched both. Let's go ahead and speak about it. Yeah. Celtics versus Knicks. Celtics, they got their rings. Congratulations to the Boston Celtics for getting their rings. They hung up banner number 18. It's cool and all. You know, usually they say championship hangover. Is that the term? That doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. The Boston Celtics look better. They look absolutely terrifying. I was scared. Now, before we start with the Celtics, I just want to give the Knicks benefit of the doubt. This is their first game with their new team. They just signed and traded for two superstars, or let me take that back. Two all-stars. Yes, that fits better. Anyways, they traded guys, their chemistry guys, some of the chemistry for these two guys. This is their first game together. Let me just say that. But that's about it. The Boston Celtics. They had that was one of the best shooting games I have ever witnessed in my life. It was almost like the Celtics didn't miss. Except for yo, tell me how you missed. Was it 13 threes in a row? And they were trying to get that record, bro. The Boston Celtics had 29 three-pointers this game. And they were trying to get 30. 29 tied the record for most three-pointers in a regular season game set by the Milwaukee Bucks in 2021, I think it was. They were doing everything in their power to break that record. Peyton Pritchard turned into Ben Simmons. Xavier Tillman turned into Shaquille O'Neal. Sam Hauser turned into elimination game, play-in game, Klay Thompson 2024. So yeah, that's exactly what happened. They did not break the record, but the Celtics, they're tied with the Bucks now, and that was seriously one of the best shooting games I've ever seen in my life. Like, this starting five stat line is ridiculous. Jaylen Brown, 5 for 9 from 3. We'll get into Jason Tatum in a minute. Al Horford, 3 for 5 from 3. Derek White, 6 for 10 from 3. Drew Holiday, 4 for 6 from 3. And the bench guys don't count because they were forcing shit. But yeah, one of the most ridiculous stat lines I've ever seen. Jason Tatum, 8 for 11. Dude! Ladies and gentlemen, I fear Jason Tatum is on a revenge tour this season. He had played about 2 to 3 games in the Olympics. Rightfully so. He was competing for minutes against Kevin Durant and LeBron James. But now he's going to try and prove that he's better than them. As he should. As a confident NBA player, any basketball player. Fuck it. I'm going to go out there and prove I'm better than LeBron James. I'm not. But that's my confidence. That's what you need to do as a basketball player. Tatum is on a revenge tour, ladies and gentlemen. He is going for that MVP this season. He had 37 points and 10 assists this game on incredible shooting. Like, Jason Tatum is on a revenge tour. And I fear we could get Jaylen Brown, playoff Jaylen Brown all season long. You know, Jaylen Brown's not usually a regular season performer. He's kind of like Jimmy Butler. He averages like 22 to 24 points per game in the regular season. Playoffs, 27 to 30 points per game. we could get like playoff Jimmy or playoff Jaylen Brown all year long. Who knows? We might. Derek White was incredible. 24 points. We talked about his 3-pointers. That's enough talking about the Celtics. You know what they did. Let's go ahead and speak about the Knicks. As I said, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt for this game. 2 new stars. It takes time to adjust. They would have lost this game anyways. Don't get me wrong. There is not excuse me. There is not a single team in the league that is going to beat the Celtics if they play like that. I don't think the Olympics. I don't think this year's Olympics team would beat that Celtics team right there that just shot 29 3-pointers. I'm just letting you know. So the Knicks would have lost either way, but not as bad as they would have if they had good chemistry and a feel for each other. Pause. Let's talk about Mikal Bridges. Can somebody explain to me what happened to his jump shot in that first half? It's weird. It's weird. Why did Mikal Bridges in that first half look like someone took his shot and just like Michael Kidd Gilchrist it? Like, who did that? Was it him? Did he think he's gonna do something from that? I don't know. In that first half, he did absolutely nothing except for brick. But as soon as that second half hit, his jumper looked different again. It's like it changed again, and for the better. It looked better. Jumper. It didn't look normal, but it looked better, and he played better. He played so much better. He finished the game with 16 points on 53% shooting, 7 for 13. After the first half, he was like 1 for 6. He was so much better in that second half, but I don't know what he was doing in that first half. He needs to keep that second half jumper though. Karl Anthony Towns, he looked fine. He looked good. First game on a brand new team after getting unexpectedly traded from. You're the franchise player of that team. You've been the franchise player on that team for the past 6 years until Anthony Edwards came, but you know what I mean? He's been there since like 2017, you know? He's been through thick and thin with that team. And they just trade him. For he was at the practice facility at 3 a.m. They just trade him. So Cat played fine. He had 12 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. He shot well, 5 for 9, 55%. Definitely getting his feet wet. Karl Anthony Towns is going to shoot more than that, but it was kind of like a role player game from him, you know. But he played that role well, whatever he was doing. But he's getting his feet wet. Yeah, they're gonna be fine. The Knicks will be fine. Those two are gonna turn up. They're gonna get comfortable playing against. I feel like they're gonna go off against those bad teams, and then it's gonna translate to those good teams. You know what I mean? Miles McBride looked like the next coming of Cam Thomas, and that's in a good way. I mean 40 point Cam Thomas. This dude was shooting double step back threes, heavily contested with a whole hand in his face and greening everything. He had 22 points on 8 for 10 shooting and 4 for 5 from 3. Miles McBride looked like Cam Thomas that game. Like if he keeps playing like this, like just tough shot taking, tough shot making, or just hitting your wide open threes, Knicks are even scarier. That's backup. Excuse my throat, by the way. I'm a bit sick. You know, I had a bit of a sore throat. That's why I might sound weird, but forget that. Yeah, Miles McBride. Holy crap, dude. I might pick him up on my fantasy team. Jalen Brunson looked fine. He just left the game early because they were down by 30. OG Anunoby, my bad. Looked absolutely ass. 1 for 7 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3. No excuses from him. He was on this team last season. I get he's coming back from injury, but most of the shots he took were wide open. No excuses there. Josh Hart looked fine. Jericho Sims looked like a rebounding monster, bro. 9 rebounds, and that's about it. Now we are going to talk about that Lakers versus Timberwolves game. First of all, let's get it out of the way. Bronny James and LeBron James become the first ever father-son duo to touch the floor together. on the same team, different teams, it doesn't matter. First time ever. Absolutely incredible moment, may I just say. It's so incredible. I'm not a hater, but first of all, with everything Bronny has gone through, straight up cardiac arrest on the verge of death. It's just such a blessing for him, man. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for the James family, for everything that they've been going through. They deserve it. They deserve it more than anything. Let me be real. Yes, I know Bronny did not deserve to go to the NBA, but he did that. That doesn't take away from the fact he still puts the hard work in. Still feel like he should have played a few more years in college, but he still puts the hard work in, and he was good. He was good in preseason. 17 points in that preseason game, man. He was all right. He is definitely a role player. Who knows? He could turn into something more. He's 20 years old. But yes, shout out to the James family. Absolutely amazing. But this is gonna sound like some hater stuff from me now. There's two sides of this. One side's gonna make me sound like the hater. The other side, it's gonna sound real. It's gonna sound good. The Lakers, it was a close game with the Timberwolves. They were up by about 7 to 8 points, and then they put Bronny in the game for 3 minutes. The Lakers forced Bronny James into the game to get a cool record. They forced him. They literally forced him in that game. It wasn't a blowout. It wasn't a 20-point, 30-point win. It was within 7 points, and they put Bronny in the game to get a record. That is just, it's weird. He went in the second quarter, the 55th pick. I was laughing. I ain't gonna lie. I started laughing, but I was like, it's cool. I was like, he went in there. He got an offensive rebound. He missed 2 shots, 1 wide open 3 and a layup, I think. And then he got benched again. 3 minutes of playing time. So yes, that is the hatred side of it. I'm gonna sound like I was hating, but at the same time, though, this is the good part. I understand. They forced him into the game so they could get the media off them, bro. Because Lord knows, before every single game, let's just say they kept Bronny in the bench this entire game. Lord knows the reporters would have been like on meat every game. Are they going to put Bronny in the game? Are they going to make history? They're going to do that before every single game if they didn't do it this game. So I can understand why they did that, so they don't have that surrounding them before every game. So I'm 50-50 on it. But in the end, it's just an amazing thing for the James family. I love it. I don't hate it. But I was just speaking for just real facts. Let's talk about the game now. The Timberwolves absolutely struggled shooting this game. Anthony Edwards was completely backpacking this. Anthony Edwards was backpacking this game. The team shot 31% from 3. Mike Conley 0 for 5 from 3. Dante DiVincenzo 2 for 8 from 3. Jaden McDaniels 0 for 3 from 3. Just, they were struggling to shoot the ball. Anthony Edwards had 27 points this game. The second highest scorer was Julius Randle with 16 points. He looked okay. I definitely felt like he was trying so hard to look like a playmaker. He gave up so many wide open shots to pass to his teammates. It made him look bad. I would rather him shoot his contested shot that he takes than pass to an even more contested teammate like he was doing tonight. Ant looked like Ant. Ant was fine. Ant was fine. Let's talk about Rob Dillingham. Can you please? I would like to directly speak to the Timberwolves coaching staff. Mike Conley had 5 points this game on 1 for 7 shooting. So please explain to me why Rob Dillingham, your 8th overall pick that you traded for, got no playing time. When Mike Conley is struggling, you get Rob Dillingham in the game to cover for him. I absolutely hate it. I absolutely hate it that they benched him for this entire game. I don't understand it. put Rob in the game. Comment down below. Free Rob Dillingham. Rui Hachimura dunked on Rudy Gobert about 2 times. Yep, so there's that. All right, let's talk about the Lakers now. Anthony Davis. MVP, bro. Anthony Davis put up exactly what I thought he would do. The video I recorded before this, but the video, it's gonna go up after this video. It's gonna be in my predictions for every NBA team. Spoiler alert: I said Anthony Davis is gonna have an MVP like season, and he's gonna take the keys from LeBron. I said LeBron's gonna regress a little bit, and I said Anthony Davis is gonna have an MVP like season. 36 points, 16 rebounds, 3 blocks. Just absolutely crazy. I have AD on my fantasy team. I couldn't be more happy. Like, I got AD on my fantasy team. And then LeBron looked a little bit regressed tonight. He had 16 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, two blocks, but he looked a little regressed. He wasn't as aggressive as he usually is. He played 34 minutes, so he didn't shoot the ball bad by any means, but he just didn't look like he didn't really look like too much like LeBron. I understand he's 39, 40 soon, but he did not look like LeBron, man. Is he slowly regressing? I don't know. He could drop 40 next game and shut me up, but it's just from this game. Rui Hachimura looked amazing this game. He looked great. Rui looked great this game. He looked very confident. He shot the ball very well. Austin Reeves struggled, but I'm not too worried about Austin Reeves. D'Angelo Russell, you looked awful tonight, my dude. D'Angelo Russell looked awful tonight. 1 for 7 from 3, 4 for 12 from the field. D'Angelo Russell looked terrible tonight. 9 points. I'm just gonna keep it a buck, dude. I know Lakers fans were sweating after this game with D'Angelo Russell. If he keeps playing like this, he's probably gonna actually get traded by All-Star break. Like, seriously this time. Like, no allegations, like, actually. Jackson Hayes looked like Derek Lively this game. He was catching every lob, dunking. He was dunking everything. Jackson Hayes looked absolutely incredible. And Dalton Connect, he didn't really do much. He had 5 points, but he had 1 3-pointer, and his first 2 shots of the game, he made both. And he looks good, bro. He looks confident. But the Lakers, they shot 16% from 3 this game. That is definitely a problem. That is a problem they're going to have to solve. They need to get better at shooting. Dalton Connect needs to get more involved. He is going to be their best shooter. And Austin Reeves needs to do better as well. But with that being said, man, that is everything I have written down. If I missed anything, make sure to comment down below. I love no arguments, no heated arguments. I don't do that. Let's have a passionate conversation about the sport we love in the comments below. If you disagree with me, I would love to have a passionate conversation with you. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hashtag NBA is back, ladies and gentlemen. 2024, 2025. Let's make this an amazing season. God's blessed me. God's gonna bless all of us with an absolutely amazing season of basketball. And hope you all have a great rest of your day or night. And God bless, man.